Box. Get busy, get busy, get busy, get busy. Oh yeah, that's what's up. 28 July, we are right here. My Booyah Uprising Precinct, Robert Sebukwe office. It's your host, Get Box, and that's how we do it. Yeah, you know, I just wanted to share my experience today. Yeah, you know, on the Fantuka platform. For the first time, I visited our local or provincial legislature. Yes, our parliament. I visited for the first time. It was the budget speech for the sports, arts and culture department. So yeah, for me, firstly, it's an experience because it was my first time at this age, the first time stepping into the place, going into it, looking at the walls, the architecture of the place. Yeah, it was a first experience. But also, you know, it was our MEC of Sports, Arts and Culture. It was his first budget speech. And, you know, I cannot say that I'm happy for what I heard. Most definitely not. I just feel like sports, arts and culture is a department that we don't take serious. That the budget always, there is not enough money. I mean, the budget is almost 400 million. 400 plus million for a whole provincial department. Looking at how big the province is, how sparsely development it is, how big the distances between towns. So you need, in order for you to service the province correctly, you will need to have a bigger budget. You cannot budget so little in such an important sector. That's why you can see the challenges that we are facing with. Unemployment is high because the arts industry is not creating jobs. It's a challenge. But still, we don't see the value in it. I mean, for arts and culture and heritage, they budgeted like 77 million for such a big province. That is why when our artists go to Grahamstown, they are underfunded. It was just, we were told there as a part of the expenditure from the government, from the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, that for 5 productions, they spent about 980,000 for 5 productions. That money is not even enough for 1 production. That is why when our artists go to Grahamstown, they are hungry. They travel in 1 big bus. Accommodation is a problem. They don't get S&Ts. It's just luckily that this year at least the productions were not paid, but at least they got S&Ts for the time that they would spend there. So it was an experience for me to be in the legislature, to see how it functions, how it works on a provincial level. But big disappointment is how little we value the sports, arts and culture in our province, where we are just happy with that 400 million. And then we survive. A lot of these departments, they survive with grants from the treasury. They survive with grants. It is sad. It is really sad. It's about time that you take arts seriously. It is about time that you take sports seriously. It's about time that you take our cultural heritage seriously. This is Fantuka. This is your platform. I was there. I heard our MEC, Honorable Mangaliso Matika. He was giving us the numbers. But because he's still very new in the sector, is still going to see that the sector, with the people that are sitting in those offices, that we are going nowhere. There's a lot of changes that need to happen within that department on a provincial level, because those guys are not serving us. They are serving themselves. If you can look at art centers today, how many are functional? How many get support? How many get real support? Cannot give art centers 50,000 for a year, then you expect the art centers must flourish when you don't budget for them. Tomorrow there is a meeting, the 29th, there is a meeting for CACs. I don't know where it is, but the venue and time will still be confirmed. But there will be a meeting for CACs, because there's also 3 million rand that we heard that is going to art centers. We want to see that 3 million, and we want to see where it's going to. We are not going to give that 3 million to dodgy art centers that are not existing. We are not going to give people who have art centers in their bags. We want to see that art center with activities, and those are the art centers that need support, because we have a lot of crookery and crooks in this sports, arts and culture sector, inside and outside. The ones that are working inside, and then there are ones that are working outside. Hence, we are saying the time is now. We are no longer going to be sitting. We took forms there for petitions. So we'll be launching petitions to deal with our issues. This is the form that we got there from the legislature. It's for a petition if we are not happy with issues, with the budget that is being tabled. If we are not happy, we have the right to petition so that they also can hear our voice. So that's the new fight. We'll take it to the legislature. We'll take it to the Parliament National if it has to come to that. On that note, this is Van Tuka Af. This is your platform. It was just a quick update to tell you what the Van Tuka podcast is busy doing. We are on the ground. We are running. Van Tuka Af. Aluta continua. The struggle continues. This is your host, and folks, and we're out. Thanks.